Hello viewers, Dan Darkfire here. I am literally recording this commentary as I am watching what I have done in the day backwards, as I had no idea what to say. I'm going to need to get some practice at this. So this is going to be my first video blog about what I'm doing in RuneScape. Basically, Josh has asked me to point out that we're going to be able to put out the best videos for our subscribers that we get in the long run if we know what our subscribers actually want. So if we get some requests in the comments, maybe Josh can do us some money making guides through skills like is fishing and farming or whatever, and I could do something orientating around combat. I could do some Slayer guides and whatnot. That'd be good. Whatever you want. Boss videos, anything. Back in the background here, I've got some gargoyles I was killing earlier on a Slayer task, and I've been trying to practice some of these new techniques, some of these new basics, like Fury and Slice and whatnot, because the EOC's out now. The EOC's out. We all know that. I like it. I personally like it. It has a lot of good things going for it. Personally, I think that it gives a lot of balance to the combat triangle, because, say, the easiest way to describe it is if you go out on a Slayer task and you're given a specific monster, then in the old RuneScape you could just go with your whip, you could go with your bandos, and you can go with your defender. That's all you would need. That's all you would need completely. Whereas now, if you're given, say, gargoyles, I know in the background there. If you're given gargoyles, you're going to want to use its weaknesses to the best of your ability. So they're weak to water spells. If you're good with magic, then you're going to want to use water spells on them to kill in the most efficient way. And you're not going to just go to them with a whip and a defender like I used to. It's the same that applies to a lot of the monsters. A lot of the chromatic dragons, I think, are weak to arrows. Yeah, I think they're all weak to arrows. And the metal dragons are all weak to magic. More than just downplaying them immediately, I think they've just upped the necessity for range in some places. But they haven't done it in all places, which is good. Basically, the way Jagex have done it means that all of the bosses have no weaknesses, and this is good because the combat that you train most, whether it's melee, magic or range, the one that's your favourite or whatever, you can go to a boss with that particular combat style, and it's good this way. I've got to get back to my Slayer. I got to 80 Slayer just after I got this 99 attack and strength. You can see me with my skill cape there. I enjoyed my Slayer, and I think I'm going to enjoy it even more, and so are other people, now that it's not just your whip, your defender, kill 200 of these, done. And occasionally get steel dragons. Good God, I hated getting steel dragons. There's also a thing with, I don't know if you can see very clearly, because I've got this full screen going on, but Jagex have yet to fix this Zamoraking spear, even after I sent a graphical bug report. Spent ages trying to figure out how to send that report, and I just googled it in the end. It's just hovering next to me in my hands. It's very strange, because they've changed the combat stance and whatnot with the combat beta. There's also another glitch where your skill capes will pass through your back, but that's just even slightly minor. This weekend I made all my money. That bandos that you're seeing now, I didn't have it 3 days ago. I think this weekend, if you've come here from the Armadillo Bootstrap video that, yes, was promoted by Chris Archie because he favorited on his channel, that gave me the right kick up the arse that I needed to start making money. I spent like 10 hours on the weekend at the Aviancies. They aren't good normally, but on this double loot weekend you're getting double adamant bars. So it was very good. I was getting a few mil. I was going back to the GE and deciding what to buy. I had a hole burning in my pocket with GPs, or a hole burning in my pouch. I ended up with the Dragonfire shield. Josh was telling me to get Bandos Guard sword. I ended up with a Zamorakian spear because it looked awesome. I just had to get a Zamorakian spear. What surprised me was that it's the same strength as a God sword, but it's stab. But that makes perfect sense because it again gives more balance to like combat triangle. What I've also got to do is get back to my dungeoneering. Josh is getting far too ahead of me for my liking. Me and Josh started doing dungeoneering from like 50 because we had no idea how to train it until we both figured out exactly how the prestige worked. And we were going through all of the floors with prestige like 3 and we didn't know why we were getting this terrible XP. We just didn't understand it, and then we realised the higher the prestige, the higher the XP, and it was just a matter of doing one whole row of floors, and you know, I'm sure everyone here's got like 90 dungeoneering, unlike me. Josh is getting ahead of me. He has this ambition to get a chaotic, but he wants a chaotic specifically for training. What I want my massive dungeoneering. I particularly like the dungeoneering skill cape and the master skill cape. I mean, who doesn't? But some of the rewards are just so awesome, like all the chaotic weapons, and now they've added all these offhand chaotic weapons. I like the feeling of having a collection of all this equipment. I see bank videos of people with this, all their Torva, Pernix and Virtus and their spears and their god swords, good god, and the special boots that you get from Glacials. I can't even go and kill yet, and your TDs and your dragon crossbows. I want that. That's one of my main ambitions. One of my main ambitions also was before the AUC. I wanted to get 138 combat. That's now a thing of the past, sadly. I am 197 now, but it's just getting 200. It's a lot easier. Prayer was nerfed. Summoning, I have no idea. I've only used it with a war tortoise, as you can see here so far. It's a shame. I don't know how good these fire titans and whatnot are, but I hope I'll find out soon enough. Soon enough through getting all the crimson charms from the water fiends. My plan originally was to get the 99 defense, finish it off with the water fiends, and then I ended up getting like 700,000 XP from the Aviancies because of how long I spent there. And that's why I've gone from like 194 to 197 quickly, so quickly. I need to finish getting the 99 defense and constitution. I'm wondering if I should do some kind of party with the constitution because it's the first real 99. I mean, after attack and strength you sort of realise how easy they are in comparison to like mining, smithing, I mean herb lore and summoning for the amount of money you have to spend, but you know what I mean. And Constitution is like a combination of all three. That's what it was. I mean, until you could train defense with magic and range, which was excellent. Yes, praise Jagex. Josh is on at me that he wants to get 99 range first, and I've told him that I'm going to sit up 1k off 99 when I finally get that far, and I'm going to let him get it first. Oh yeah, I think someone... Oh yeah, Black Salamanders. Yeah, Black Salamanders are great, aren't they? Basically, I was ranging the whole time with 2 rune crossbows. When I went off to train defense and range, I was at Grotworms, I was at War Fiends. After finding out War Fiends were pretty much the best, because I went there for money, I think. I can't remember. It was a week ago. But I had to test it. I went there for half an hour with rune crossbows and then half an hour with rune TH crossbow, and rune TH crossbow was better. I mean, I wasn't sure what to expect. It was slow, but had that extra oomph. But they were weak monsters, and you kill them quickly. You know, I was using momentum, and there was this all these contributing factors. What I've also found out the last couple of days is how much more powerful two-handed melee weapons are than just two dual wielding. I mean, dual wielding's pretty awesome, but I went in with my Zamorakian spear and I was tearing through Bandos. When I went with Bandos, General Godor with Josh the other day, I killed it the same amount of times with Josh as I did in this video here with the Zamorakian spear on my own, which was about 4, and I went completely uninterrupted. I'm sorry I forgot to record the first kill. I did get 4. I promise you that. So in a matter of speaking, the Black Salamander, because of its massive requirements in comparison to the rune crossbow, it's got this requirement of 70 mage, 70 range, 70 strength. It's because it used to be able to do all 3 kinds of attack styles. Well, it's slightly different now because it's just a big crossbow. It's 150 gold. It's something you get from Hunter really easily. And the ammo is 21 gold. So, weighed against broad tip bolts and any other crossbow. Even if you had a dragon crossbow, because you are an absolute wizard, or you had a royal crossbow because you had the 80 range, or you had the 10mm to spare that I don't have yet, then fair enough. You're going to be using your royal bolts and whatnot, but, you know, this is a brilliant alternative. It's a lovely alternative. There's also one final ambition I had. Back in the old RuneScape, I wanted a quest cape. I only wanted the quest cape because there's quite a few things in RuneScape that I just wish I could do, like Glacier and getting these super boots and Dominion Tower and Demented Demons. The Demented Demons are even better now. They've got these Dragon Crossbow drops and Dragon Claw drops, 2 Dragon Claws at once, I should say. And there's all these things in the game that I don't have because I hate quests. And I looked it up for the skills that I needed to get the quest cape, complete all of the skills, and I thought, oh, if I'm going to do all these things and unlock all these things, I may as well get the quest cape. And I found out that there's quite a few skills that I'm very not looking forward to do, like even fishing. I mean, some people breeze through that, but I find it a pain because of how slow the XP is and how much I'd prefer to do melee. But that's pretty much all I have to say at this moment in time. I've pretty much covered more or less everything I want to say. I'm Dan Darkfire, goodbye, and thank you for watching.